Hello and welcome to Cup2Hook movie night. Hello, Mayor. How are you? This is Longmire, Season 6, Episodes 7 and 8. We have one more night and we will be finished with Longmire. It is sweet and sad at the same time. Looks like it's just you and I, Mayor, right now. Oh, and there's Anna. Hello. She says, hi, I made it. Yes. I'm so glad. We have missed you. So hopefully Kelly will get to come on because she has asked about you a lot. I can't believe we are so close to finishing Longmire. I'm going to go ahead and start writing your names on the board. We got Mayor and Anna. And I just realized I don't have our choo-choo train out. So let me see if I can reach it here. Sorry to put my face in your face. Mayor says, hey, Anna. And Anna says, hug Cynthia and Mayor. Oh, my goodness. So are y'all excited about finishing up Longmire? And for you, Mary, you just did like a binge worthy of Longmire. Roseanne says, I'm here. I'm going to try again, and I hope no lags. Me too. Me too. Anna says, hugs, Roseanne. So let me get Roseanne's name on the board. Anna says, I'm happy and sad at the same time. I know. It's like, you know, being a part of these characters and kind of feeling like you get to know them and they're a part of your life, and then it comes to an end. And at the same time, I'm excited about a whole new storyline and I'm excited about new characters. So yeah, it's kind of bittersweet. Mayor says, I need to go plug in my phone. Hi, Roseanne. Roseanne says, thank you. Jen says, hello. Everybody's coming in, and I know a couple of other people who said that they were going to try to be here tonight. So we're going to give it a few minutes and see if they come in. And Jen says, hi, Grandma Anna. Anna says, hugs Jen. Mayor says, hey, Jen. Jen says, hi, Roseanne. Hi, Mayor. Roseanne says, hi, everybody. Whew. So let's talk about the blanket a minute while we're giving it a few minutes for other folks to come in. So I've gotten a couple emails about the blanket. Of course, we're on the border now. And I do apologize again that it came out late. I'm trying. But I'm making some adjustments, and I'm not going to get into detail with that. If you want to hear more about that in detail, you can catch the replay of Cup to Hook conversation from earlier tonight. I went into that in detail at the very beginning of the video. Jen says, laugh out loud, I'm not on the border. And Anna says, I'm still trying to catch up, LOL. Well, if it's any consolation, after we finish Longmire and we start Call the Midwife, I probably will wait about 4 weeks before I try to get y'all to send in your last set of pictures for the video. And then after that, I'll air it, and then we'll do a drawing off of that video for the giveaway, for the Longmire giveaway. But the person who has the most points after next Friday, I'll be able to get their little giveaway out right away. So, and I'll have all of that next Friday. So before we start the question part of the movie, I'll show what the giveaway is. So, and I don't know, I might even have 2. We'll see. And it says, every time I think I see an end to the baby blanket, someone else gets pregnant. I know. I'm actually still working on a baby blanket that's over there for someone. And of course, they've already had their baby. So I need to get busy myself and finish that blanket. Okay, so this past episode that went out for Funday Monday, we started the border and we added 10 rows, 10 rounds on the border. Yes, that sounds like a lot, but it's setting us up to have kind of a wow factor around our blanket, and I'm excited about it. Yes, all of the colors from our blanket chart will be incorporated in the border, because in the 7 rounds of single crochet, we will be adding a stitch pattern very similar to the arrow and the dream catcher, but it won't be X's. It'll just be lines. So I know some of you were kind of antsy, fearful of doing the cross stitch part of the blanket. And while this is still kind of embroidery, so to speak, oops, sorry. Nope, I'm not sorry. That was a video being posted for me to watch. It won't be X's. It'll just be lines. So hopefully that will be a little bit easier. But that's all I'm going to tell you. And then, in case you've seen it, there will be something else added to the circumference of the border, and the person with the most points tonight will get to be the one to choose the color that we add to that. So that's fun. Gives you something to kind of work for tonight. Jen says, I understand that, Anna. Yes, because you yourself have been making Baby blankets after baby blankets. Anna says, I've made 5 and need to make 4 more. Oh my gosh, there's something in the water. Or maybe COVID just has too many people staying at home. They need to buy another TV with their stimulus check. I'm just kidding. All right. Mare says, Anna, that also is happening to me. Just found out another baby due in July. But aren't you so glad that you have this gift, this talent, this passion, that you can make something that is so special and unique? So, yeah. To me, it's just so much more fun to make something than to just go out and buy something. I hear you, Jen. Jen says, I do not want to drink that water. No, no, no. Me neither. Me neither. So, are there any questions that you have about the blanket? And of course, the first round of the border, I show y'all how to go around and adapt, because you know, parts of the blanket, like mine, the only part where mine kind of caved in a little bit was with the chevrons, which I know several of you really had issues there with yours doing the same. And then on one side of my blanket, when we did the triangles, it stuck a little out. But I show you how to get through that and try to bring it up. Now, I will be honest, my blanket around the chevrons, it still wants to kind of, you know, curve in a little bit, but I'm okay. I mean, I'm personally okay with that. I'm still very proud of it. I could possibly, you know, use some of this extra border that we're going to put on it, and I could do the same technique in that next round that I did in the first round, adapting with single crochets, half, double, or triple. But I'll just have to see when I play with it. But for now, I'm pretty okay with it. But then again, my tension is different from maybe what your tension is. So you have to adapt it. And if you've not done the border yet and you go the first round and you've done the adaptation between the stitches and your still is just really sinking in a lot, then go ahead on that second round and, you know, do it again if you have to. But I just hope that everyone's able to make those adaptations and be happy and satisfied with their blanket. I absolutely love mine. And yeah. And it says, I am sticking with coffee. Roseanne says, will the orange and yellow be used again when you add all the colors? No, it will not. Those 2 colors, so that would have been on everybody's charts, color number 4 and color number 8 will not be used in the embroidery part of it because it's already been used in the border. And it would kind of, you know, blend in if we did. And then whatever color the winner picks tonight will also not be in the embroidery part of it. So Roseanne says, thank you. Jen says, coffee is made with water. That's true. That is very, very true. Even my hot tea. Well, yeah. There must have been something in the water. Roseanne says, uh-oh. All right. There was something else. I'm excited to say that I have been working on a new thumbnail for our Call the Midwife. You know, I have to change it up. It won't be Longmire anymore. So I've been working on those. I'm excited about that. It's kind of hard though, because I know what a midwife does, but I don't know anything about the storyline. I've not read any, write-ups on it. I haven't watched any pre-trailers, nothing. So I'm literally going to do just like I did with Longmire and watch the 2 episodes, and that's it. So I will stay in the dark. But yeah, I'm excited about getting all that changed up. Anna says that would need to be a miracle then. Laugh out loud. Mary says, I couldn't hear you, so I exited and rejoined. Oh, I hope we don't have a lot of lagging. That will not be cool. So, all right. Well, I think that is all the business we needed to talk about. Anybody have any questions on the blanket? I have been busy trying to get all my yarn ready for the Call the Midwife projects. I am hoping to completely finish my Longmire blanket this week, so that hopefully, between now and next week, so that hopefully by the end of next week, I can start working on the Call the Midwife tutorials, because I technically have 3 projects that I want to offer. And so that way you can choose the one you want to do. And because there won't be a lot of guidance needed with those projects, like the Longmire blanket did, you will be able to work at your own pace. And you may even finish one and want to do another. So, and for those of you that are doing baby blankets, all 3 of these projects can be done as baby blankets. That's what I'm doing mine as for the tutorial. So maybe it's a good thing there's something in the water and we're doing Call the Midwife. I don't know. Okay. Well, I have no questions coming in. I see I have 7 people in the house. So give me a thumbs up if you are playing for the question, so I can make sure I've got your name on the board. I was trying to give it a minute because there was a couple other people who said they were going to be back tonight, and they've not come in yet. Also, I have had an opportunity to kind of text chat with Charlie, and you guys, she just continues to need our prayers. She's just going through a lot health-wise, and that's why she has not been able to join us. So just continue to pray for our sweet friend. I know we all miss her, but I do understand about how health and issues can, weigh you down. And in fact, I think pretty much everyone that I know is here on this live is dealing with something, one thing or another. So I know we all understand. All right, I've got Roseanne and I've got Anna, and I do have Jen and Mayor, even though I don't see their thumbs up. Anna says, okay, I will add her to my prayers. Yes, and in fact, I'm trying to think. I know at one time I had her on the Bible chat prayer list, and I don't think she's on there right now. I will need to go back and add her. So she's going through a lot of what I basically went through and why I needed my back surgery. So, yep. All right, I've got Jen's thumbs up. Mary, you still with us? And while I'm getting the thumbs up to who's playing, I'd also appreciate thumbs up on the video if you guys don't mind. And I know I've got some new subscribers, you guys. I'm so excited. One of the changes I'm making, and like I said, I'm not going to go into everything. You can watch the Cup2Hook conversation video, but Saturday shout outs are changing, and I am really excited about it. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, like way before my surgery. And I'm glad I waited because I will be doing something in that I would not have thought about doing had I done the changes, way back in December or January. So I just love how God is so good. And he, for whatever reason, had me wait because now it'll be even better. But it'll still have that still wonderful, Farmer in the Dale song. So that's become kind of iconic. So. Anna says, how are you doing? I'm doing great. Had a bad day at PT. My leg absolutely refused to move. And no matter how hard I willed it to get off that table, I could not lift it. And it was very frustrating. The only thing I successfully did was lay on the table and cry. And that was embarrassing. But they think that they worked me too hard Wednesday. And I did come home and have to ice it, but no pain, no gain. And so I did mention on Cup2Hook that I talked with HR yesterday, and yeah, my job is pretty much gone. So I'm waiting to get approved by long-term disability. They are still waiting on all of my PT evaluations from home PT. And then today they asked me to have my physical PT or my outpatient PT, fax over their evaluations. And so today was frustrating because I know it'll help me with the long-term disability, but I know it will not work in my favor for me to get back to work at the hospital. So, them joy blogs, y'all. Some days I feel like God is spiritually spanking me, and other days I feel like He is just hugging me. And then for those of you that follow the joy blogs, right now this week we're doing worry. Well, yesterday I started, and then I worked on it some today, trying to work on the ones for next week. And the topic that we will be looking at is REST. And it's like, okay, God, I get it. So I did a really phenomenal job of resting on that PT table today. But it's all good. I'm here with y'all now. So, but yeah. I'll make up for it tomorrow going to get my hair done. I'm so excited, y'all. I've never gone 6.5 months without a haircut. I cannot wait for tomorrow. I was supposed to go the Saturday before Mother's Day, but I was really sick. So I had to cancel my appointment. And so I am just beyond. I may get Todd or my beautician to roll a little bit of video and send y'all a video. Maybe I'll make it the next My Joyful Life segment. But I'm so excited. I'm so pumped. So, and thanks to my brother-in-law, who has been so generous to me lately, because he bought me that yarn and the tea, but I not only get to get a haircut, but I get to get a few highlights, and so that's exciting. I'm kind of excited. So I don't know what to do. I feel like a kid in a candy store. But anyway, all right, let's see what you guys are saying, and we're going to get started. Wow, there's a lot of comments. I must have been really talking a lot. Okay, let's see here. Mare says, I will be doing a baby blanket. And then Jen says, you could do a different item for each season or every 2 seasons. That's a good idea. Because all 3 of the baby blanket projects that I'm looking at, I mean, honestly, for some of them, after 1 or 2 tutorials, maybe 2 of the projects after 3 or 4 tutorials, either way, you won't need me to give you step-by-step instructions, and you'll just be able to go. So I know one of them, after 1 or 2 tutorials, you can finish it on your own. And then the other 2, one of them, you would need at least 3 tutorials. And then the other one, you would need probably about 5 before you could finish that project. And then at the end of each one, I'd have to come back and help you put like a border. But you may come up with a better idea for your border. So, but anyway, that's a good idea, Jen. I might even think about that, because I even thought about if, because Call the Midwife, while there's 10 seasons, some of them only have 6 episodes, maybe 8 episodes in a season. So we just have to see. But if there's time, I've thought about doing a Call the Midwife shawl. If not, then maybe we'll do a shawl somehow in another movie series. But anyway, so, because it would be cool to do some things other than baby blankets or blankets, but we'll see. We'll see what is what. So what are you guys going to do with the leftover yarn that you have from the Longmire blanket? I personally am going to make another blanket with mine, because I don't want to put it back on the shelf. I don't want to put it in the scrap bin. So I am thinking about just making another blanket, but not any designs in it. Just, like picking a stitch, maybe from that new Stitch Bible I got, and just having fun with it. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I will tell you that I am also doing some thinking, and I've kind of mentioned this to y'all before, about some crochet alongs that are off of the movies and all of that for next year. And one of them would be, if I can get it together in time, it would be like a story. Like we would make the canvas of the blanket, and then we would crochet appliques and sew them on the blanket to create a story. And I'm really excited about that. So I hope I get that done. And then, yeah, I've been thinking about something else, but I may just do one a year. So I may take the other idea and save it for 2023. So that sounds so weird to say, 2023. Wow. Anyway. All right. But that was a good idea, Jen. And I am really going to think about that. I know it would help make my life easier too, but we'll see. All right. Roseanne gave me thumbs up. Grandma Anna gave me thumbs up. Anna says, okay, I will add her. Oh, I missed. Okay, I've read all that. So how did I miss? I don't know how I missed those other ones. All right. Jen gave me thumbs up. How are you doing? Okay. Mare says, yes. Kelly, hello, my friend. How are you? She says, I'm here, not playing this time, but listening. Okay. I personally understand. And I love you. Guys, give Kelly a big hug right now. She needs it. I love you, girl. Jen says, hi, Kelly. Anna says, hugs, partner. Mare says, hi, Kelly. Kelly says, howdy, partner. Roseanne says, oh, everything jumped. Hang on. Wow. It really jumped up. Okay. Roseanne says, hi, Kelly. Kelly says, hello to all on the woot woot train. Chuck, chuck, choo, choo. All right. Anna says, aw, hug Cynthia. Roseanne says, yes, right on time, those joy blogs, right? Oh my gosh. Jen says, I'm sorry about your job. And of course, you and I kind of talked the other day on the phone and got to talk about that a little bit. And my other plight in life right now that I can't talk about. It is worse than I thought. But anyway, just pray for my family. That's all I can say right now. Jen says, okay. Anna says, love those blogs, right? I'm getting a lot out of them myself. Jen says, and I just laughed. When I looked at the title for next week and it was rest, I was just like, okay, I guess I've been really stubborn. And God's like, I'm trying to get your attention. And he got it. Jen says, yes, you need to rest. Mare says, how cool. Roseanne says, thanks, brother-in-law. I know, right? I'm so excited, y'all. Oh. So, got the new glasses. So, hopefully, all this will be different. I cannot wait. Anna says, I'm also making washcloths for the domestic violence shelter Wings. That is a great program. And I have been hearing a lot about that. And that reminds me, I forgot to say something. I knew there was something I forgot in Cup2Hook conversations, and I made a promise. And I don't like to make promises I don't keep. But it is in the description box of that video. Lisa Ladybird sent me an email, and her and two other ladies are putting a challenge out. And unfortunately, I will not be able to participate in it because I just have to. Right now, I'm trying to minimize my schedule. They are putting a challenge out to make something that's a wearable that includes beads. So if you get a chance, go back to my Cup2Hook conversation live from earlier tonight and look in the description box. It has information on it, and there is a link to go to the video that talks about it. So I knew I forgot something. So I will be mentioning that quite a bit next week throughout things to get that word out for them, especially since I forgot earlier. But yes, that is a great charity. And Rose Light Crochet, excuse me, she's the one that's doing that, correct? Anna says, ooh, yeah, a shawl would be awesome. And Mare says, I love shawls. Me too. And right now, it's in the bedroom, but I have, you guys, that shawl that Bree made me, I have used that a lot. It's cold here still. But anyway. Roseanne says, that is so nice, Grandma Anna. Yes, it is. Jen says, leftover. You're not having yarn leftover? Anna says, oh, it's likely I am moving. Oh. Moving as into another house, another state, another country. Where are you going, my friend? Roseanne says, I've been using scraps as it is. Oh, wow. Mare says, I generally make matching pieces with leftovers, so generally hardly any left. Roseanne says, scraps. Kelly says, what's everyone's favorite yarn weight you like to work with the most? Jen says, Kelly, I like 4, but I want to get and use 3 weight. Yeah, I love 3 weight. Actually, I hope, can y'all see? Nope. Let me see if I can move my camera a little bit without making you dizzy. See that bright, colorful basket on the very end there beside the polyfill bag? I can't hold the camera and point. It would be, whoops, I'm tipping you. About right there. That basket there has all the tools and essentials in it that I need for making keychains out of 1 weight yarn, thread, whatever you want to call it. And I'm really hoping, if not this summer, next spring, to do some things showing how to make keychains and whatnot. I have thoroughly enjoyed that. And sometimes I incorporate beads in them and whatnot. So I'm hoping to make more of those. And lanyards, I love making lanyards. So, yep. Anyway, all right. Roseanne says, hugs, T. Anna says, hugs, and I keep you in my prayers, Kelly. Kelly's given emojis with blowing kisses, heart kisses. Thank you to those that wrote in caps. Although with my new glasses, I can see the smaller print, the uncapped print, a lot better than I could. Anna says, I keep you, Cynthia, in my prayers. Thank you, Anna. I appreciate that so much, especially since I know you've got your own battles. But you're in my prayers as well. Mare says, I am so not scrappy. I need coordinated colors. I am working on a scrappy mosaic blanket with someone who passed scraps supplemented with my scraps. It is so hard for me, challenging to work with the scraps or to not like do the color coordination like you're talking about, or finding the scraps. I just realized also on Cup2Hook conversation, I didn't do my question. I'll have to go take it out of the description box and save it for another day. It was just a rough afternoon. I'll get it together. Kelly says, partner. Whoops, my live just jumped. Hang on. What yarn weight do you like the most to work with? Jen says, a whole new you. Yes, I can't wait. I'm ready for a little bit of a makeover. Not meaning like a makeover, but like a life-changing makeover, I guess. Because everything is changing, it seems. Jen says, beautiful beaded wearables. Yes, I think it's great. I love the idea. I just have too much on my plate right now that I can't take on anything else. But that's something I would like to do for 2022, is to be a part of someone else's crochet alongs. So, of course, I still have one to finish up that I started in 2019 with Jada and Stitches, but I'm going to do it before this year is over. Mare says, I am doing the bead challenge. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Anna says, I prefer 3 to 4 weight. Anna says, my son-in-law got a job offer in Virginia. Ooh, Virginia's not that far from me. In fact, I have a girlfriend that lives in Virginia now. I met her when we lived in Mississippi together for that brief little time that my ex-husband took a job there. And yep. So Virginia's not that far. Road trip. Okay. Jen says, I bet what you make will be beautiful. Not sure which one of us you're talking to on that. You'll have to elaborate. Anna says, so maybe moving from Ohio to North Virginia. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Jen says, Mayor. Roseanne says, I like the 4 weight. Roseanne says, wow, so tedious 1 weight. It is, but it's also a smaller project. So it's not like drawn out. Grandma Anna says, I would love that, Cynthia. Oh, sweet, sweet. Jen says, Grandma Anna, I forgot you lived in Ohio with me. Yep. Kelly says, you guys are the best company a girl could have. And heart emoji with hearts all around the face. Well, we feel the same way about you. Anna says, ditto, Kelly. Yeah. Again, I can't go into it, but some things happened this week, and Anna, I don't think you were on my Cup2Hook conversations, but that little thing that you put on the Joy blog comment, I typed it up and printed it off, and I read it tonight for our Joy basket. In fact, I'm going to read it again real quick on here because I just feel like everybody can benefit from it. But this came on a perfect day because I was literally going to have to choose my YouTube channel. It was either going to be my YouTube channel or my family. And I was going to walk away from my YouTube channel. And my youngest son came over to kind of vent about some things and ask for my advice and the situation that's going on with other family came into play. And he says, Mommy, do not quit your YouTube channel. I know how much it means to you. Just maybe, drop some of your content. So the wise words of my 22-year-old and the encouraging words of Anna made me realize how dumb that would be, because it's not just walking away from a channel. It's walking away from beautiful friendships, which, almost all of you, I connect with you outside of YouTube, but still, he was so right. Even Todd was like, oh no, I'm not going to deal with a non-YouTube wife, because he likes the fact of what you guys do for me and bring out in me. So I'm not walking away from it, and I'll just have to put those precious family in God's hands and pray that I can still have both. And that's all I can say. So this is the thing that Anna sent, and it is really, really just, here we go. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile, but you have to sigh, when care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Life is queer with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns. And many a failure turns about when he might have won had he stuck it out. Don't give up, though the pace seems slow. You might succeed with another blow. Often the goal is nearer than it seems to a faint and faltering man. Often the struggler has given up when he might have captured the victor's cup. And he learned too late, when the night slipped down, how close he was to the golden crown. Success is failure turned inside out, that silver tint of the clouds of doubt. And you never can tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems afar. So stick to the fight when your heart is hit. It's when things seem worse that you just mustn't quit. And it was anonymous. So thank you, Anna. I am actually going to cut this out and add it to my wall of quotes that I have. So thank you, thank you. That just came in when I needed it the most. Mare says, sadly, I love most weights except the super bulky. Jen says, I have a raffle for Sharon's wheelchair going on in the background. They sold a project bag for $155. I'm in the wrong business. Yes. Oh my gosh. A project bag for $155. Wow. But good for them. Mare says, thanks, Jen. Anna says, I love super bulky. And Kelly likes working with super bulky too, and has made some beautiful blankets. Mare says, Jen. Jen says, welcome, Mare. Anna says, we love you and Mr. Joyful. Oh, thank you. Roseanne says, wow, so true words, right? I love those words. And if anybody wants them, let me know, and I can scan this in before I cut it, and I can email it to you. Jen says, Grandma Anna, that is beautiful and so right. Yes, yes. Thank you for sharing. Kelly says, hear, hear. Anna says, it's a poem by someone named Anonymous that I saw many years ago on a Dear Abby post. Oh, I love Dear Abby. Gosh, I haven't heard Dear Abby in a long time. Mare says, sorry, my Murphy needed his kitty weed catnip. Oh, okay, you guys. Are you ready to play? Is everybody ready? I've got on the board Mayor, Anna, Roseanne, and Jen. Is there anyone else that is playing tonight? So let me flip back here a minute in my book. The points that were gathered last week, we ended the night. Jen had earned 61 points. Roseanne earned 81 points, and Mayor earned 55 points. And then the points that you get tonight will be added to those points. If you didn't play last week, whatever points you get will go on the board. And the points for next week will be added in as well. And I will be giving away a small giveaway to the person who ended up with the most points from last week, this week, and next week. The person tonight with the most points will get to pick. I thought we were done with the colors, but I've decided to add something extra. So I need one more color. So the person with the most points tonight will get to choose that color. Any color besides color 4 and 8, because those were already chosen. And I think that's it. And then, of course, all points will start fresh when we do Call the Midwife. I will be announcing and advertising Call the Midwife and what we're doing on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. So I need to get busy on that. But that's a project for next week. That's on next week's work agenda. All right. Jen says, be right back. All right. No lagging. Why are we lagging? You know, I've heard and I've seen, because I've been able to do a lot more YouTube watching this past week, and YouTube in general has been having issues. Remember how last week or last Wednesday I had issues with my live and I thought it was just because my computer needed to be refreshed? There were other people that were trying to do lives and they couldn't get their live chat to come up. And then there were other people that were trying to do lives and it just would just spin and spin and spin and the live wouldn't go. So I had another YouTuber say that, or content creator, I don't like calling them YouTubers. We don't have lurkers here. We have joy seekers. That YouTube has been having a lot of technical issues. So I don't know, but I do know that it was in the 80s today, but the wind is very strong and blowing very heavy outside. So that could be affecting mine as well. Anna says, not me, laugh out loud. Anna says, we call that the swirl of death. I'm missing on that. What were we talking about that you said we call that the swirl of death? The swirl of death. Mayor says, Kelly, please play guess. Kelly, I'll let that be your call, love. Oh, the circle of lag, Anna says. Got you. So y'all, you said we call that the swirl of death. Yes. All right. And I'm going to give it a few minutes to see if Kelly wants to still play or if she'd rather just listen. And while I'm doing that, if you've not given this video a thumbs up, please, please, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate it. Mayor says, Murphy will tap my shoulder until he gets his kitty weed. Oh. That's like, you know, Sadie and Mackenzie were used to, when Daddy went to work, he let them out. When I came home, I let them out, and then I'd go to bed to rest to go back to work that night. and they wouldn't go out again until like 4 in the afternoon. Well, with Angel and the baby coming over, they got spoiled getting to go out several days. But since they're not coming over anymore, if I lay down to take a nap and it's during that time frame that they used to go out, they will sit here and, whine and whine and whine till I get back up. And it's like, okay, well, I guess I'm not going to take a nap. So they have their own opinions too. And I see Roseanne says lag. Anna says the circle of lag. Buffering is the swirl of death. Kelly says laughing my tushy off at Addicted Kitty. All right. All right, Kelly, my love. Are you watching or playing with us tonight? Anna says, my cat tells me what to do too. Laugh out loud. I'll tell you this and then we'll start. I was sitting in here last night working on things, and Todd was sitting over in the white chair here talking with me and hanging out with me. And then he stood up to go get something, and he was going through the French doors to go into the living room. And as soon as he did, Sadie was right below his feet. And so whenever we go to give them treats, we make them give us their paw. For Mackenzie, it's literally putting her paw in your hand and shaking hands, and she gets her treat. For Sadie, it's about raising her paw. And so he's standing here and we're talking, and he gets up and he's still standing in the doorway talking to me. And he looks down and he stops in mid-sentence. So I go to look up to see what's going on, and he is just laughing. So I look from him to where he's looking, which is down at Sadie, and she's literally sitting there on her haunches, sitting up, going, like, which paw do you need for me to get my treat? And it was hilarious. So, of course, he had to go get them a treat, but Kelly says watching. Okay. All right, you guys, let me get my emoji up here and we're going to get started. I still think it's surreal. That deep breath was the fact that next week is it. It's the finale next week. Oh my gosh. Can you believe it? I know, Jen. Jen says, I'm going to miss that show, right? All right. My hot coffee is not really so hot anymore. Tea, and it's almost empty, but I've got to move it. I know, Anna. She says, seems like yesterday we started, right? All right. There's our woot woot train. All right. That is done. Grab this one, my City of Newberry cup that I got for serving on a committee for several years. I had fun on that committee. We got to decide which small businesses in our town that we would give money to and who got, how much. And that was really cool. That was fun to be a part of. All right. We are starting with episode 7, and it was called Opiates and Antibiotics. And right off the bat, we have a bonus question. This is worth 3 points to the one and only person who answers it correctly first. All right, so if you're ready, do you know the name of the song that was playing for several minutes at the beginning of the episode? Roseanne says no. Jen says nope. Anna says no, sorry. All right. I wouldn't have either, except for the fact that the lyrics kept repeating it over and over, and they went, for minutes just showing stuff and playing the music. Roseanne says, I didn't recognize it. I didn't recognize it either, but it was called Where Dirt and Water Collide. So, all right. The next question is multiple choice. How many glasses did Walt put on his desk? Was it A, 1, B, 2, or C, 4? Kelly says, I'm not playing, but I heard Grandma Anna's song, 99 Bottles of Beer on the Wall. All right. Mary, are you playing with us, hon? Okay. I just didn't know if you were playing or not. All right, so let me lock in those answers. All right. Jen said C. Anna said B. Roseanne said C. And Mare said B. The correct answer is C. And so the person who got that correct first and gets the extra point is Jen. Woo woo! So Jen and Roseanne get points. So Jen gets 2 points and Roseanne gets 1 point. Ah, no. Mare says we're lagging. Anna says, woot, Jen. And Mare says, woo, woot. All right, next question is true or false? Ian Whitmore died from the arrow wounds from the arrows that were shot into his body. True or false? Ian Whitmore died from the arrow wounds from the arrows that were shot into his body. Good job, everyone. Everyone said false, and that is the correct answer. It was a heroin overdose. There were actually 17 holes, 16 from arrows and 1 from a needle. So everybody gets a point, and the person who gets the extra point is woo woo, Anna. All right, so Mare gets a point, Anna gets 2 points, Roseanne gets a point, and Jen gets a point. All right, next question is multiple choice. What was on the flag at Eddie Harp's dad's house? A, Atlanta Braves. B, Boston Red Sox. Or C, Detroit Tigers. Anna says, woot woot. All right, all of our answers are in. And Jen says, Mike's favorite team. Yes, it was the Boston Red Sox. And everyone got that right. And the person who gets the extra point is Jen. And Jen, you tell Mike, my favorite team is the Atlanta Braves. And I record all their games. So that keeps me busy too. Can get a lot of crocheting done watching a ball game. All right. Anna says, woo, Jen. All right. Next question is multiple choice. Walt's hat is made out of what? A, deer, B, rabbit, or C, beaver? Mare says, wow. I'm going to crochet. Y'all look at this stitch marker. Isn't that, whoops, let me turn it around. Well, it doesn't want to cooperate. So let me put it on this side and then maybe it will cooperate. Isn't that cute? That's one I made. I have several of those to give in giveaways and stuff. Different colors. All right. Anna says cute. Answers are in. Let me lock it in. Roseanne says yes. Jen says that owl is cute. All right. And let's see. Okay. Everyone answered C. That is the correct answer. So everyone gets a point. Mare says, that stitch using the new Kelly book? Yes, it is. This is the stitch using the new Kelly book. It is called the Woven Stitch, and it is really pretty, you guys. And it is just using single crochet, chain one, skip a stitch, and then you do single crochet in the next stitch, and then chain one, skip a stitch, do single crochet, chain one, and so forth. And that's all it is. It's very simple. I have done this much. Of course, it's folded in half, but so it goes from there to there. I have literally done all of that in 2 hours. Isn't that something? Of course, it's been over several days because I haven't been able to pick it up, but that's 2 hours of crocheting. It works up really, really fast. And the width of it, I mean, it's still pretty good size. So I think I'm going to use that same stitch to make the border. So I think I'll go around the whole thing, putting a single crochet stitch in just to give the foundation for a border. And then I think I'm just going to do that same stitch around. So we'll see. But anyway, all right. The person who gets the extra point is Anna. All right. So Mary gets a point. Anna gets 2 points. Roseanne gets a point. And Jen gets a point. All right. Next question is true or false? Eddie's parents gave Walt a picture of Eddie. True or false? Jen says pretty, thank you. Mare says nice, thank you. Anna says woot woot. Kelly says woot woot trains. Mare says usually a slip gives a cleaner edge to build on. Yes. And you know what? I don't know if y'all have ever done this, but I saw one pattern one time and I tried it and I fell in love with it. When you're done putting a border on, even if you use the same color, but even more so if you switch it to a different color, on the very last round, you do nothing but slip stitches. Oh my gosh, it is beautiful. And I think that's what you're saying, Mare. And it is amazing just how, I mean, it just makes that border pop. All right, everyone answered false except Mare. She said true. And the correct answer is false. They did not have a picture to give because Mom said that they had to get rid of all the pictures because that was Dad's preference. So the correct answer is false. So Jen, Anna, and Roseanne get a point, and the person who gets the extra point is whoop whoop, Jen. All right, so Anna gets a point, Roseanne gets a point, and Jen gets a point. All right, next question is multiple choice. What did Eddie's mom say Eddie sends them? A, letters, B, checks, or C, flowers? Oh, I just realized, Jen, you gave the answer. Jen says she didn't keep pictures, but she kept the checks. And then Anna says, "Woo, Jen." How funny. Jen says, "Sorry, I jumped ahead." That's fine. Well, everybody should have gotten that one, and they did. Of course, it is B, checks. And the person who gets the extra point is, woo woo, Anna. All right, so Mare gets a point, Anna gets 2 points, Roseanne gets a point, and Jen gets a point. Anna says, woo woo. All right. The next question, let me turn the page, is true or false? Katori took Tate, her student. Katori took Tate. True or false? Anna says, I'm on Fugo, which means fire. All right, everyone's answers are in, and they said true. And true is the correct answer. And the person who gets the extra point is Anna. Good job. All right, so Mare gets a point. Anna gets 2 points. And Roseanne gets a point. And Jen gets a point. All right, next question, true or false? Tate willingly went with Katori. True or false? Oops, let me get my... Anna says, whoop, whoop, I'm smoking. You are, you are. All right, everyone's answers are in, and everyone answered true. And yes, it is true. So everyone gets a point, and the extra point goes to, whoop, whoop, Jen. Good job. So Mare gets a point, Anna gets a point, Roseanne gets a point, and Jen gets 2 points. All right. Next one is multiple choice. Oh, I apologize. We're going back up and do that question, and it's true or false. So this is a true or false question. Katie refused to help Katori. True or false? Katie refused to help Katori. Anna says, whoop, whoop, Jen. All right. Answers are in. And I've got mostly false and one true. And the correct answer is false. At first, she wasn't going to help her, but then she told her she would only if she turned herself into the tribal police afterwards. So the correct answer is false. So Jen, Roseanne, and Mare get a point, and the person who gets the extra point is woot woot, Jen. All right, so Mare gets a point, Roseanne gets a point, and Jen gets 2 points. All right, next question is multiple choice. Who got a photo of Eddie? Was it A, Walt, B, Vic, or C, Ferg? Anna says, oh wait, Roseanne says at first, but yes. Anna says, whoop, all. Anna says, whoop, whoop, Jen. Oh, and then those are answers. All right, all of our answers are in. And let's see. We've got some C's, an A, and then Roseanne saying Ferg. Okay. So C is the correct answer for Ferg. So Jen, Anna, and Roseanne get points, and the person who gets the extra point is Jen. All right. So Anna gets a point, Roseanne gets a point, and Jen gets 2 points. All right. Next one is multiple choice. What year did Eddie's bank account? Wait a minute. What does that say? Okay. What year did Eddie's bank account that he was sending checks to his parents from actually close? Was it A, 2 days ago, B, in 2014, or C, in 2004? Oh, y'all were already giving answers. All right, so everyone gave the answer to C. That is the correct answer. And the person who gets the extra point is Jen. Good job. All right, so Mare gets a point, Anna gets a point, Roseanne gets a point, and Jen gets 2 points. All right, next question is multiple choice. Whose names were on the crates in the 18-wheeler truck? Was it A, Jacob's, B, Malachi's, or C, Hector's? What did Roseanne say? Can she finish the question? Huh? Can she finish the question? Anna says, whoop, Jen. All right, so everyone's answers are in. Let me get my emoji. All right, everyone said A. A is the correct answer. And the person who gets the extra point is Anna. Good job. So Mare gets a point. Anna gets 2 points. Roseanne gets a point. And Jen gets a point. The answers were there before the question. Okay, sorry. Anna says, woot woot. All right, the next question is multiple choice. And the question is, what was in the false bottom of the crates? Was it A, money, B, heroin, or C, nothing? All right, everyone answers are in. I'm trying to get my stitch marker off. Sorry, y'all. Okay. And Jen says, there you go, Mayor. Okay. And yes, B is the correct answer. And everyone gets a point. And the person who gets the extra point is, yes, Jen, it's Mayor. Whoop, whoop. All right, so Mayor gets 2 points. Anna gets 1. Roseanne gets 1. And Jen gets 1. Anna says, whoop, whoop, Mayor. Mayor says, yes. And Roseanne says, yay, Mayor. All right. The next question is multiple choice. Who did Walt and Matthias arrest? Was it A, Katie, B, Katori, or C, Jacob? Okay. So everybody's answers are in. Roseanne was saying, now I know it's C. So yes, C is the correct answer. And so Anna, Jen, and Mare get points. And the person who gets the extra point is Grandma Anna. Whoop, whoop. All right, so Mare gets a point. Anna gets 2 points. And Jen gets a point. All right, the next question is true or false? Katie hired Zach as a private investigator. True or false? Roseanne says she was later. Oh, I got what you're saying. Anna says, whoop, whoop. And Walt wasn't a part of that when Katie got brought in. All right, all the answers are in. And there's our emoji. And Anna, Jen, and Mare said true. And Roseanne said false. And the correct answer is true. Katie did hire Zach as a private investigator. Ferg referred Zach to Katie. And the person who gets the extra point is Anna. Jen says she wasn't arrested, just questioned. And that is correct, Jen. All right. So let's see. Anna gets 2 points. And Jen and Mare get a point. Yeah, she was free to go, and she shut the door and went to go back, and Matthias looked at her and said, what? And she says, I need a ride to my car. Sorry, my yarn got caught on my wheelchair. All right, next question is multiple choice. How much did Katie tell Zach she would pay him? Was it A, $500 an hour, B, $500 per day, or C, $500 for the whole job. Anna says, woot woot. Anna says, my woot woot is about to go poot poot. Jen says, laugh out loud, Anna. And then answers are coming in. All right, got all of our answers in. And let's see here. All right. Jen says, what is your answer? 500. Is that answer A? And then Roseanne says A. Jen says, oh, 500 a day. Gotcha. Okay. All right. And then Anna says B and Mare says A. Okay. All right. So the correct answer is B, 500 per day. So the first person who came in with that is going to be Jen, and you and Anna are the only ones who get points. All right. So Anna gets a point and Jen gets 2 points. All right. Next question is true or false. Zach told Katie that he would do anything even if it meant breaking the law. True or false? Did I put my, yeah, I did. Roseanne says per day. Yes, it was 500 per day. Anna says, woot, Jen. And everyone answered false except Mare. She answered true. And the correct answer is false. He told her that he would not break the law. So Jen, Roseanne, and Anna get a point, and the person who gets the extra point is Jen. All right. So Anna gets a point, Roseanne gets a point, and Jen gets 2 points. All right. Next question is multiple choice. Who went and saw Jacob at Tri-County Jail? Was it A, Henry, B, Walt, or C, Malachi? Mare says, I'm a rebel. And Jen says, I was thinking that, Mare. All right, all the answers are in. So let me lock them in. And we've got A and B. The correct answer is A, Henry. So Jen and Roseanne got that correct. And the person who gets the extra point is Jen. Good job. All right, so Roseanne gets a point and Jen gets 2 points. All right. Next question is true or false. Katie and Zach let the mobile clinic give Tate the medicine. True or false? Anna says, woot, Jen. All right, all the answers are in, and everyone said true, and that is the correct answer. So everyone gets a point, and the extra point goes to Jen. Good job. Woot, woot. All right, so Mare gets a point, Anna gets a point, Roseanne gets a point, and Jen gets 2 points. Next question is true or false? Charlie, the physician's assistant, was Eddie Harp. True or false? All right. All the answers are in. And everyone said true. Mare said false. Oh, I had missed that. Jen had said, Anna, you have been missed with your train. And Anna says, woot, Jen. And then Anna says, thank you, Jen. Hugs. That was sweet. All right. So Jen, Anna, and Roseanne get points. And Jen, woot, woot, you get the extra point. So Anna, Roseanne, and Jen. All right. Time to turn the page. And we are almost finished with this episode. 3 questions left. All right. True or false? Zach identified a picture of Eddie and told Walt and Ferg where to find him. True or false? Jen says, there you go again, Mayor. Anna says, woot, Jen. All right, answers are in. Everyone answered true, and that is correct. And the person who gets the extra point is Jen. All right. So Mare has a point, Anna has a point, Roseanne has a point, and Jen has 2 points. All right, next question is true or false. Eddie confirmed that Malachi was the new Hector. True or false? Oh, let me get my, I did put my emoji in. Anna says Jen is on fire, on fuego. Woo, Jen. Yes, she is. And there are all of our answers. And everyone except for Anna said false. Anna said true. Where's my little emoji? It disappeared. There it goes. Okay. And the correct answer is false. Malachi is not the new Hector. Eddie was the new Hector. So Roseanne, Mare, and Jen all get points. And the person who gets the extra point is Roseanne. All right. So Mare gets a point. Roseanne gets 2 points. And Jen gets a point. Anna says, I need to go. I am falling asleep. Oh, I'm sorry. We will miss you. Anna says, whoop, Roseanne. All right, last question for this episode is true or false? Walt shot Eddie. True or false? Jen says, bye, Anna. Roseanne says, good night, Grandma Anna. Everybody hug her out. Hugs, hugs, hugs. Just waiting. Jen says, hugs, Anna. Rosanna says, hugs, hugs. And I was just waiting for Mare's answer. Mare's probably getting attacked for more catnip. Are we still lagging at all? There's Mare. All right, so everybody answered false. That is the correct answer. It was not Walt who shot Eddie. It was Ferg. And the person who gets the extra point is Jen. Good job. All right. So, oh, excuse me. Let's just see where you're at point-wise. Remember, the person with the most points gets to pick the official last color. All right, Mare has 17 points so far. Anna has 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26. Roseanne has 21. And Jen, who is on fire, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30, has 36. So that's where we stand after the first episode. And I think there's one bonus question. There might be 2 bonus questions. Yeah, there's 2 bonus questions. So a chance to rack up those points. Jen says, I think I'm good. Mary says, how did you know, Murphy? Because one or most of them are usually trying to get catnip out of you. Sorry, I dropped the marker. I had to use my wand to try and get a package off the doorstep for my brother-in-law, and I left it on the couch, so I had to use my toes. It's amazing how much I've come to rely on that wand. All right, first question of episode 8. Episode 8 was titled Cowboy Bill. How many, multiple choice. How many days? Thank you. I'll take it though. Well, you can fold it back up. Okay. Mr. Joyful's bringing me my wand, my little right hand friend. I don't know where my life was before that thing, but that will be a part of my life from here on out, even when I am A-okay. All right, multiple choice. How many days did Walt send Ferg home for? Was it A, 3 days, B, 14 days, or C, 30 days? Mare says, my babies are my world. Absolutely. Oh, I see what you did. I was like, 3A. She was giving the answer and the letter. All right. So Jen and Roseanne said A for 3 days, and Mare said B for 14 days. The correct answer is A for 3 days, and that extra point goes to Jen. Woo woo. All right. So Roseanne gets a point. And Jen gets 2 points. Okay. All right. Next question is true or false? Jacob confessed to Walt that he has been doing drugs with Shane Muldoon. True or false? Mary says, they have trained me very well. And Jen says, I think our pets train us. I agree. What do you mean by doing? Huh? I'm not sure I understand what you're saying, Roseanne. Roseanne says, what do you mean by doing? Like. I'm not sure I'm understanding what you're saying. What Jacob was doing with the drugs. What do you mean by doing? He was doing other business with Jacob, but not drugs. Okay, so what do you mean by doing? Oh, I got you. In other words, that they were selling the drugs. Jacob confessed to Walt that he has been doing drugs with Shane Muldoon, meaning that they've been purchasing them and selling them. That's what I meant. No, don't say never mind. I wanted to understand. All right, so let me put my little choo-choo train in and then scroll back up and look at the answers. All right, so we've got false, true, false. And so the answer is false. What he was doing with Shane Muldoon was a loan, not drugs, but a loan, because Barlow was giving him money for the casino. But of course, when Barlow died, he lost his source of income. So he had to go to Shane Muldoon for a loan. What's that say? Right. He was doing other business with Jacob, but not the drugs. Right, Jen? He was getting a loan from him. All right. So Jen and Mayor got that right, and the extra point goes to Jen. All right. Mayor and Jen gets 2 points. All right. Next one is the bonus question. When Walt came into Henry's office, what was Henry researching on his computer? This is a bonus question. Mayor says bonus. This is worth 3 points. Do you know what he was searching? Researching. Roseanne says info for Jacob. Nope. Well, he was, but you have to be more specific. What was he researching? Jen says, I forget. I looked but can't remember. It wasn't mentioned. It just, the camera zoomed in on his computer. And so that's why I did it as a bonus question. Mayor says, Boston kill of Walt's wife. Nope. Mayor says, killer. Nope. Jen says, the artifacts. No, but you're warm. The answer starts with an A. Roseanne says, get him to clear his case. He was looking into something to help get Jacob out of jail. But what was he specifically looking into? Jen, you're very, very warm. It was the artifacts that came in that had the heroin in the bottom. but the website that he was on didn't have it listed as artifacts. It had it listed as something else that started with an A. Roseanne says breastplate. Mayor says the delivery dates of the boxes and who was working them. No, go back to artifacts. What would you call an artifact that's really old and valuable and starts with an A? Many people do this as a hobby or even as a business. They go looking for yes. Oh, wait. Yes, Roseanne. You're going to get the points. She says antiquables. Yes, antiques. He was researching antiques, which was what was on his computer. Good job. Good job. And then, Mary, you came in with the same answer. Yes. All right. So Roseanne gets the 3 points. Good job, Roseanne. All right. There'll be one more bonus question later on, and it's kind of a tough one. You had to really pay attention, but I'll help you out, just like I did with that one. All right. Next question is multiple choice. What did Walt want to use of Henry's? Was it A, his cell phone, B, his truck, or C, his computer? Roseanne says, phew. Let me just stick that little emoji in right there. All right, answers are in. And Roseanne and Jen said C, Mayor said B, and the correct answer is C. He wanted to use his computer so anything he researched, Shane Muldoon couldn't see it being traced back to the sheriff's computers. So he wanted to use Henry's. So Roseanne and Jen, you get points, and the person who gets 2 points is Roseanne. Whoop, whoop. All right, so Roseanne gets 2 points and Jen gets 1 point. All right, next question is multiple choice. What did Bob bring to Walt? Was it A, food, B, wood samples, or C, an application? All right, answers are in. Everyone said B. And yes, we know it wasn't no application. Ain't no way Bob could be could be a deputy. All right, so yes, he brought him wood samples because he's working on the cabinets in Walt's kitchen. And so everybody gets a point, and the person who gets the extra point is Roseanne. Good job. All right, so Mayor has a point, and Roseanne has 2 points, and Jen has a point. All right, next question is multiple choice. Where did Meg's mom, Miss Joyce, tell Ferg that Meg may be? Was it A, the hospital, B, her ex-boyfriend, Or C, on a road trip for alone time? That could be a tricky question. So listen again. Where did Meg's mom, Miss Joyce, tell Ferg that Meg may be? We're going specifically for what she said. Mare's having to attack those cats. Or, I mean, those cats are attacking Mare for her catnip. All right. All the answers are in. Everyone said B, and B is the correct answer. Her ex-boyfriend. Good job. And everybody gets a point, and the person who gets 2 points is Roseanne. Roseanne, you are on fire now. Mare gets a point. Roseanne gets 2 points, and Jen gets a point. All right, next question. I'll tell you what, I can give y'all another bonus question. This one's easy. Should be easy. You ready? Let's do a bonus question. First person right answer gets 3 points. What is Meg's ex-boyfriend's name? Roseanne and Jen said Reggie. That is not correct. However, it does have 2 consonants in it, like Red, and Mare said Reggie. Yep, it's not 2 G's. It has 2 S's. That's what they call him. No, it's not. Mare says Russell. Nope. It could be a boy or a girl's name. Mason. Nope. Let's see. Okay. Oh, Roseanne got it. I was fixing to give another hint. Yep, it's Jesse. Good job, Roseanne. His name is Jesse. So Roseanne gets 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Good job. All right, next question is true or false. Walt hired Zach to protect Katie. True or false? Oh, let me get my emoji in. Yep. Jen says, good job, Roseanne. Roseanne says, lucky guess. All right. All the answers are in. And everyone answered true. And that is correct. Walt did hire Zach to protect Katie. And so everybody gets a point. And the person who gets the extra point is Jen. Woo woo! All right. So Mare gets a point. Roseanne gets a point. And Jen gets 2 points. All right. Okay. This next question, before I read it, the answer was not said It was an attitude. And you'll understand that more when I read the question. True or false? Henry liked Zach's presence around Katie. True or false? All right, answers are in. And Jen and Mare said true, and Roseanne said false. And the correct answer is false. He was being very sarcastic and was like, we can get the job done. He did not want Zach around Katie. So Roseanne, you got the correct answer and you get the 2 points. All right. Next question, true or false? Jesse knew who Ferg was. True or false? Oh, let me get my emoji in there. Jen says right. And I just thought of another bonus question, so I'll be able to ask another bonus question in a minute. And it's fairly easy. Mary, your fur baby's demanding attention. All right, all the answers are in. Everyone answered true. And that is correct. Jesse knew who Ferg was. All right, so everyone gets a point, and the extra point goes to, oh, really? I hate that. She says she's lagging. That's sad. All right, so the extra point goes to Roseanne. Woot woot! Y'all want another bonus question? Roseanne says yes. All right. This is the bonus question. Let me put my little emoji in. Of course, if I'm lagging, I want everybody to be able to get it. Am I lagging with anyone right now? Give me a thumbs up if you heard me, and I'll see how quickly the thumbs come in. Jen says, not me. Okay, that came in quickly. But I've not heard from Roseanne, or I just got a thumbs up from Roseanne. And I still haven't heard from Mayor. There's Mayor. Okay. That is adorable, Mayor. So I think I'm lagging just a little bit with Roseanne and Mayor. All right. Sorry about that. All right. Well, here's the bonus question. What name does Meg, Miss Joyce, and Jessie call Ferg? Roseanne got it. Yes. They call him Archie. Yep. Jen got it. Good job. All right. So Roseanne gets 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And Mare says Archie is his name. Yep. Good job, everyone. Okay. Next question is multiple choice. What type of work did Jesse say he did? Was it A, a loan officer, B, a school teacher, or C, a construction worker? Wow, Mare's really lagging. There she goes. Mare, make sure that white line is pulled all the way over. All right. And everyone answered A. That is the correct answer. He was a loan officer. So everybody gets a point, and the extra point goes to Roseanne. Woot woot! I did that. My dogs got excited. All right. Next question is multiple choice. Jesse told Ferg not to do what to Meg? A, hurt her, B, marry her, or C, suffocate her space? Mary, oh, I am so sorry. Mary said she'll exit and come back. Oh, that's so unfair. Roseanne says coming back. If she has the right answer, I'm going to give her an extra point because I asked that question when she was away, and that wasn't fair, and I didn't see that. So, Mayor, when you come back on, let me know when you're okay. You're back. So, Mayor, I did not catch that you were going to log off and come back. So, I'm going to ask the question, and if you get the answer right, you will also get 2 points on this one because I asked the question while you were away. And she says, what's the question? All right. So to be fair, like I said, if you get it right, I will give you 2 points. The question is multiple choice. Jesse told Ferg not to do what to Meg? A, hurt her, B, marry her, or C, suffocate her space? Okay. Everybody answered C. That is the correct answer. So, along with Mare, the person who gets the extra point is Jen. Woo woo! Mare, again, I am so sorry that I did not catch your message and ask that question while you were gone. All right. So hopefully that extra point will make up for it. My bad. All right. True or false? Mandy wanted Katie to fire her. True or false? This is not at the end of the episode. This is after Katie's office was broke into. Oh. All right. So if Roseanne was true, Jen said true, Mare said, what? Is that a Y? Would be T for true. And then Jen said false. She quit first. Okay. So the correct answer is true. So technically, all of you got it right. Let me get my emoji in here. She wanted Katie. She didn't want to work for her anymore. So yes, Jen, she quit, but she wanted Katie to fire her so that she could draw unemployment. So everybody gets a point, and the person who gets the extra point is Roseanne. And Mare says she wanted to be fired to get unemployment. Absolutely. Yes, yes. All right. So Mare gets a point, Roseanne gets 2 points, and Jen gets a point. All right. Flipping the page. Multiple choice. What changed Mandy's mind about being fired? Was it A, the need for money, B, Zach, or C, she felt bad for Katie? Jen says yes, but she quit first, and I thought that's what you meant. Well, you still got it right. You still got a point. Jen says she likes Zach. All right, so Jen said A, need for money, and Mare and Roseanne said C, felt bad for Katie, and then Jen said she liked Zach. Well, I have to always go with the first answer you give. So technically, no one ended up getting that question right because the correct answer is B. When she saw Zach, she was, telling him where things were. And Katie goes, well, I thought you were quitting. And she says, well, you didn't fire me. Or she said, did you fire me? She said, no. She goes, all right, then. So it was Zach. So the answer was B, Zach. Did you see how she turned her eyes to how cute Zach looked? I did, Jen. I did. She laid eyes on him and fired. Who's fired? I don't want to be fired. Mandy still did Katie wrong, though. That was very, very wrong. All right. Next question is true or false. Ferg thinks that Jesse is Cowboy Bill. True or false? Chen says, yes, she did. Yes, yes, she did. All right, all the answers are in, and they're coming in at the same time, so we are on the same page again. Let me get my little emoji in here. And everyone answered true, and that is correct. The correct answer is true. And the person who, so everybody gets a point, and the person who gets 2 points is Roseanne. Woo woo! Way to go, Roseanne. So Mare gets a point, Roseanne gets 2 points, and Jen gets a point. All right, next question is multiple choice. Jacob told Walt that extinction means what? A, death, B, a meeting place, or C, kidnapping? All right, all the answers are in. I've got Roseanne and Jen with B, a meeting place, and Mayor C with kidnapping. The correct answer is B, a meeting place. So Roseanne and Jen get points, and the person who gets 2 points is Roseanne. Woo woo! All right, so Roseanne gets 2 points. and Jen gets 1 point. All right, true or false is the next question. Meg lied to Ferg about where she was. True or false? This is when he called her on the phone and she told him he could come over. All right. Jen said false. Roseanne said true because the Y is by the T. And Mare said true. And the correct answer is true because all she said at that time on the phone was she was at her mom's. She was helping her mom with financial stuff. And he knew that he was at her mom's and she wasn't there. So at that point, yes, he thought she lied to him. So Mare and Roseanne get points, and Mare, you get the second point. Woo woo! All right. Multiple choice. Ferg stayed the night where? A, Meg's house, B, his home, or C, a motel? All right, answers are in. Everyone said C for motel. That is the correct answer. And the person who gets the extra point is Roseanne. Woo woo! All right, Mare gets a point. Roseanne gets 2 points. And Jen gets a point. All right, next one is multiple choice. Cowboy Bill robs the banks when? A, in the early morning, B, in the afternoon, or C, at the end of the day? All right, all the answers are in. Everyone said A for early morning, and that is the correct answer. So everyone gets a point, and the person who gets the extra point is Jen. So Mare gets a point, Roseanne gets a point, and Jen gets 2 points. All right, next question is true or false. Zach said the person who vandalized Katie's place had a key. True or false? Ooh, excuse me. All the answers are in, and everyone said true, and that is correct. And the person who gets, so everybody gets a point, but the person who gets the extra point is Jen. So Mary gets a point, Roseanne gets a point, and Jen gets 2 points. All right, turning the page. True or false? There were dinosaurs in Absaroka County, Wyoming. True or false? All right. Everyone answered true. And yes, when Walt and Vic, scared for their life, met with Shane Muldoon, there were dinosaurs in the exhibit. The rundown exhibit. All right, so everybody gets a point, and the person who gets the extra point is Roseanne. Whoop, whoop. All right, so Mare gets a point, Roseanne gets 2 points, and Jen gets a point. All right. Multiple choice. What was Jesse wearing when Ferg found him at Meg's mother's house? Was it A, a cowboy hat, B, a wig, or C, a bandana? All right. Everybody has answered with the letter B for wig, and that is correct. So everybody gets a point, and the person who gets the extra point is Mare. Woo woo! Way to go, Mare. So 2 points for Mare, 1 point for Roseanne, and 1 point for Jen. All right, next question is true or false, and everyone should get this. So the question will be who rings in first. Mandy betrayed Katie. True or false? And answers are in. Everyone said true for false. I mean, true for false. T for true. Whew, I'm tired. That is correct. And the person, everybody gets a point, but the person who gets 2 points is Roseanne. Whoop, whoop. Way to go, Roseanne. So 1 for Mare, 2 for Roseanne, and 1 for Jen. All right, multiple choice. Who came to Walt's house? Was it A, Katie, B, Henry, or C, Agent Decker? Oh, excuse me. And V is by C, so I know that's what Mare was trying to ring in. So everybody rang in. Whoops, she changed it though. Oh, it was also by B. Okay, so she's saying B. All right, so answers are in. The correct answer was C, Agent Decker. So Roseanne and Jen get those points, and the person who gets the second point is whoop, whoop, Roseanne. All right, so Roseanne gets 2 points, and Jen gets a point. All right. I'm going to ask this next question, and then I'm going to say something about it after y'all answer. True or false? Shane Muldoon turned himself into the FBI. True or false? Okay. So when this came up in the episode, at the time that I wrote this question, the answer that Roseanne and Mare gave of true, Jen says, shoot, it's true. Hang on. The answer would be true because that's what we were told. That's the whole reason that Agent Decker from the FBI came to Walt's house to see him, was to tell him thank you because Shane Muldoon walked in and turned himself in. However, as the episode unplayed, And Walt was trying to figure out why Decker really came to see him, because it just seemed odd when they placed the phone call to find out if Shane Muldoon actually turned himself in. The answer was no, he did not. So therefore, depending on how you were looking at the question, the answer could be true and the answer could be false. So, because I'm a fair guy, Roseanne says, trick question. At the time I wrote it, it wasn't a trick question, because at the time I wrote it, they told Walt that he turned himself in. But as the episode played on, then we find he didn't. So the answer is true and false. So I'm going to take both answers, but because it's hard to say now if true would have been the correct answer or false would have been the correct answer, to pick somebody who gives the answer correctly, because that would then put Roseanne with true or Jen with false, and that would be unfair to Mayor. So everybody gets 2 points for that question. So woot woot, Jen, woot woot, Roseanne, woot woot, Mayor. I feel like I'm on crack doing that. Woot woot. Not that I know what being on crack feels like, because I've never done that. I've never even held a cigarette, but that's neither here nor there. All right. 2 points for everybody. If somebody walked in, they would definitely think I needed to go to the crazy house. All right. Roseanne says, right. Roseanne says, yeah. Roseanne says, thank you. No, absolutely. Because like I said, when it occurred in the episode, the answer would have been true. But then as the episode played out, then the answer would have been false. So I left it knowing that that's what I would do. All right. The next thing is a kind of a discussion, and it was about where Walt and Vic walk into the station, and the episode is playing out between Ferg and Meg. And wow. First of all, Ferg is so certain that Jesse is Cowboy Bill. Then he accuses Meg of robbing the banks with Jesse because she says she's in one place and she wasn't. And she explains that she was in another place helping to take care of financial things for her mom. Ferg looked and felt stupid. And how awkward it was when Walt and Vic walk into all of this downplaying. And then Walt is like, Ferg, may I have a word with you in my office? And it was just like, oh my gosh. But the worst part is that Meg took the watch off and threw it at him and left. So, what does that mean? Will she forgive him? Should she forgive him? I mean, out of all the seasons, to me, this is the first time Ferg has just gone rogue and did he done gone and done it. And I feel so bad for him, because he's grown so much and he's gained that confidence and he loves her so much. And I don't think he was acting out of jealousy. Do y'all think he was acting out of jealousy? I think he was trying to follow the facts and the clues and the facts, and the way things looked were truly adding up for him. But then there's Walt with his wisdom and his experience. And he takes the book of notes and stuff and he says to Ferg, Your story has holes in it. Jen says, oh boy. Roseanne says, yes. Mare says, he is so sweet. Jen says, I love how she shut him down, right? Roseanne says, he is so sweet. Roseanne says, Jen. And Jen says, yes, a little jealous. Roseanne says, laugh out loud. So I felt so bad for him because here he's got Jesse, watching this ugly thing unfold, knowing that Jesse's eating it up and loving every minute of it because, of course, he wants Meg back. And then this is going on between Ferg and Meg, and Ferg realizes that he is royally messed up. And then you've got Walt and Vic going like, what the heck did we walk into? And then Walt, being the leader, is like, yeah, Ferg, may I talk to you a minute? It's like, let's kind of take this behind the door and, get him out of that awkwardness. But, I don't know. So, the $1 million question. Do you think Meg will forgive Ferg? Will she come back to her Archie? Jen says, Ferg isn't ready for a bigger position. No, he's not ready for a bigger position. But he definitely is ready and deserving of love. I am Team Ferg all the way. Meg has to forgive him. And if she's the sweet girl that we have seen her be, from the day we met her till up to this point, I hope she will forgive him. Mare says, yes, she will. Jen says, and only 2 episodes left. I don't know. I know, you guys. 2 episodes left. Wow. So surreal. Roseanne says, that right? Anyway, yeah, there was just so much that happened in that scene. I was like, yeah, we're just going to discuss it. I'm not going to pick it apart. But, Roseanne says she doesn't want to hurt him. No, because I think she genuinely knows that Ferg is a great guy and he's a solid guy. Because I think she picked up on that in the very, very beginning when she saw him, coming in and out of the hospital, which is why she broke policy and helped him that day. But because she broke policy, I can also see where Ferg might have been led to think that maybe, just maybe, Jesse and Meg were teaming up and robbing banks to help cover the cost of Meg's mom's, cancer treatments. So, I mean, as we learn through the rest of this episode, I mean, sometimes people will do crazy things for the people they love to better them. So, Meg is no different. But luckily, thankfully, Meg was not robbing banks. But that also meant that Jesse was not robbing banks because anyway. There I go, Jen. You called me out on it. I stopped myself again. All right, moving on. True or false? Ferg proved that Jesse was Cowboy Bill. True or false? Probably should have put the emoji in, but we're good. All right. Answers are in. Whew. Jen, I almost gave that answer away. She called me out on that. I sometimes give y'all answers and then I go to ask the questions. All right. The correct answer is what? Hang on. I was looking at the wrong question. Okay. The correct answer is false. So Jen and Mare, you both get a point. And the person who gets the extra point is Jen, because Ferg did not prove that Jesse was Cowboy Bill, because his alibi of actually being on a job interview panned out, and Ferg had to then not only let Jesse go, but he had to tell him that he got the job. So, all right. Roseanne says that time. That time. I'm not quite sure what that means. All right, so Jen, you get 2 points, and Mare gets a point. All right. Hey, Deborah. Deborah says, hey, girls. How's everybody? Only in to say hi and let you know that I maybe have found a new place to live, just paperwork left to do. Oh my gosh, goodness gracious, yay. I've had you on the prayer list on the Bible chats today. You and Carrie both needing to find places to live. So keep me posted on that. But we are definitely praying for that. Thank you for telling us that good news and stopping by to see us. Oh my goodness. Roseanne says, hi, Deborah. Jen says, hi, Deborah. Oh, wait. Roseanne says, but he did think Jesse was. He did until he got the phone call that confirmed that he was on the job interview. Yeah, he was very certain. And I love how Walt kind of took some credit for that and said, you know, because Ferg watches him and how he handles things and he gets his mindset on something. And clearly we've seen Walt do the very same thing to Jacob. So Jen says, congratulations, Deborah. Yes, yes. So we'll keep us posted. So are you still going to be in the same area, or are you actually moving out of the area you were living in? All right. Next question is true or false? Bob is Cowboy Bill. True or false? And after this question, we only have 2 more left. And then I'll ask the bonus question. So true or false? Bob is Cowboy Bill. And I said 2 questions left. We have 3 questions left and the bonus question. All right, answers are in. And everyone said true. And that is the correct answer. So everybody gets a point. And the person who gets 2 points is Roseanne. Are you still with us, Deborah? Need to make sure we hug her out before she leaves, if she's still with us. Got to send her away with hugs. Mare says, continue prayers because moving is painful. Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Yes, yes. All right. Next question is true or false? Bob robbed banks to pay for Billy's rehab. True or false? right, all the answers are in. Just trying to look. Yeah, that's a T for true. Okay. Whew. Getting. All right, so everyone answered with true. That is correct. Everyone gets a point, and the person who gets 2 points is Roseanne. Yes, so that's what I started to slip up on earlier, about people doing things for people they love and in their mind for the right reasons, but it was still breaking the law. And Roseanne says, hugs, Deborah. Yes, hugs, hugs. Oh, let me back up here a minute. Deborah says, see y'all later. Still packing and tired, I bet. Moving from out of town in desert to Mesa in Phoenix area. Oh, wow. That's right, Deborah. I forget. You're very close to where my Marine son is. He's in Yuma. So you're a lot closer to him than you are to me. So that means it is actually, if I'm correct, maybe 9:30 where you are, because y'all don't have the time change. Wait a minute. It's either 8:30 or 9:30 where you're at. And Roseanne said, hugs, Deborah. And Deborah said, thanks, Roseanne. And Roseanne says, nice. So, yes, everybody hug Deborah out. Hugs, 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 hugs. Oh, squeezing tight. All right. So, Deborah says, only for a while, 8:30. Okay. Jen says, 8:30, I believe. Mary says, hugs. Yes. Because I forgot we just had our time change not too long ago. So that would put it back to 3 hours from me. Sweet, sweet. All right. I'm making sure I gave points, and I did. Okay. All right. Emoji there. All right. Next question. True or false? Bob shot Walt. Deborah says, night all. Good night, my friend. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for sharing your good news. It was good to see you. All right. Everyone rang in with F for false. That is the correct answer. He didn't shoot Walt. Thought he was for a minute there, but I was like, no, not Bob. Not Bob. But anyway, so everybody gets a point. I don't know why I picked up that pen. And the person who gets the extra point is Jen. Good job. So Mary gets a point, Roseanne gets a point, and Jen gets 2 points. All right. Last question before the final bonus question. Bob's gun had no bullets in it. True or false? Jen says, good night, hugs. All right, everybody answered true. That is the correct answer. So everybody gets a point, and the person who gets the second point, or the, extra point is Roseanne. So good job. All right. Like I said, this is kind of a tough bonus question. When Zach was working on Katie's place of business, and he was outside on the porch, and he was cleaning up the windows, and he was figuring out that the person didn't break the window to reach in and unlock the door. And that's when he figured out that there had to been, and they entered with a key. When it was zoning and panning across the porch, it showed a post that ran like this. And there was a tag on it, and it was a hashtag and a number. 3 points if you know what that number was. I will give you a clue. It had 3 digits in it. So 3 numbers. Roseanne, it is not 308, but I will tell you that 2 of those numbers are in the number. Mare says 383. It is not 383, but again, 2 of your numbers. Jen says never saw it. It was a red and yellow tag. So 2 of those numbers in both of your answers are in the answer. All right. I'm going to give you up. Roseanne, you are very close with 183. The first number is correct. And Roseanne just got it. It was 138. Very good. Wow. Y'all actually did better on that than I thought you would. Oh my gosh. And then Jen came in with 138 as well. Yes. Roseanne, you get the final 3 points. Excuse me, y'all. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. I have to tell you, I really love having the bonus questions. They've just like made it. So, Roseanne says, phew, wow. Good job, everyone. So let's see where everyone ended up tonight. We still have Anna at 26. So she will get 26 carried over. Mare, you had, y'all, I'm drinking tea. I don't know why I'm burping. Excuse me, but I apologize. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 43 points is what you ended up with for the nightmare. Anna had 26. Roseanne, you had 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75 points is what you ended up with, Roseanne. Jen, you ended up with 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. So, Roseanne, congratulations. You get to pick our final color for real this time on our blanket. It can be any of the colors except for 4 and 8. Oh my gosh. Mare says, congratulations, ladies. Roseanne says, I was really for, Girl, what did you say? I was really for the license plate number. Oh, I was ready for the license plate number as a question. Yes, that would have been good. Oh, that would have been a good bonus question. Oh, good job. Good job. Oh, yes, that would have been. Jen says, good job, Roseanne. Roseanne says, red. What number was that for you? I have to go by the number because everybody may not have red. Roseanne says, I'm very surprised. Roseanne says, thank you, girls. So, yep. So tell me what number. Roseanne says, I have to go get my slip. Okay. Well, if you want to go do that, I'm going to add everybody's points to the point page. And while you're doing that, I will tally up everybody's points at the moment and see where we're at point-wise. Like who's in the lead. All right, so Anna was not here last week, so I've got to add her on. And now on her, she has 26. All right. So Mare had 55 last week, and she had 43 this week. So Mare, that's got you at 98 points total right now. And Roseanne had 81 last week and 75 this week. So that puts her at 156. Jen, you were at 61 last week. You had 70 this week. And that puts you at 131. So at the current moment, Roseanne is officially in the lead for that smaller giveaway. We have one more week. One more week. Oh my goodness. All right. All right. So Roseanne said number 3. All right. So whatever number 3 is on your chart is what color you'll be adding to the border. And I'm going to write that down. All right. Good job, everyone. Good job. Good job. That was fun. Jen says 3 is my red too. It's mine too. So sweet. That's going to be a bright border for me. Orange, yellow, and red. But anyway, cool, cool, cool. Roseanne says, yes, good job, girls. All right. I just still can't believe it. Next week is the finale. Has anyone already figured out the yarn they're going to use for Call the Midwife? It might be kind of hard. So let's see. And see, I don't know. That's the hard part. Because Jen, you came up with a really good idea of introducing, of course, I'm not doing 10 projects, a project per season. I'll just have to really think about that. I'll be able to give a more definitive answer on whether or not I'll be able to do all 3 projects from the get-go. But one of them, you would only need 1 color to do the whole blanket. The other project, you would need 3 colors. And the other project, you would need 4 colors. So yeah. So I'm hoping, like I said, to finish the Longmire blanket up completely on my end by the beginning to mid of next week, so that the end part of next week, I can start working on each of those Call the Midwife projects, so that by the time we come together and start Call the Midwife, I will at least have a sample or enough done of each one that you can see what they are. And that way you can better prepare. Because when we come together for the first 2 episodes of Call the Midwife, that's my goal, is to have enough done of each one for you to see. The actual tutorials will not start until after we've met and discussed season 1, episodes 3 and 4. So you'll have time between seeing them and the actual tutorials coming out, if that makes sense. But anyway, but has anybody thought about what they want to use? Jen says, no. Roseanne says, I may do lavender, mint, green, and pink. Oh, that is pretty. Jen says, that sounds pretty, Roseanne. Roseanne says, thank you. I have a few skeins of each, so I want to use them. So the one that I am going to do that is just one color, I'm using kind of a sparkly mint green. So my solid one will be sparkly mint green. That is the original 1940s Call the Midwife blanket. Mare says a rose pink. Oh, wow, that'll be pretty. Jen says, have you figured out how much yarn each project will use? I don't. I'm hoping to have a better answer when I show the samples. And then the one that I'm doing that will be 3 colors, I am looking at doing a light pink, yellow, and baby blue color together. And then the one that is 4 colors, I'm looking at doing, and that's the one that will be more like a granny square type blanket. I'm looking at a bright pink, bright blue, a gray. In fact, I got that yarn right here. Hang on, I'll show you. Oh yeah, now I remember what the other color was. So this will be the granny square one. I'm looking at the bright pink, the bright blue, the bright green, and the gray. So anyway, so if I get a chance to finish the Longmire blanket like my goal is, and with me changing my content up and my schedule, and again, I can't go into it, but now that the kids are not coming here anymore, I have more freedom to record. I hope to get a lot more done. And so hopefully next Friday, I will have at least started one of them that I can share. So I will do my best. So anyway. Roseanne says, I have a few shades of pink. Jen says, nice. Roseanne says, nice, different. So, yep. But I'm excited. I'm excited about doing a smaller project because, y'all, it was really getting hard to try and do the tutorial because the camera that I was using, I have 2 cameras. One is the one that I use when I'm looking on at you, and then I can show you. Give me just a second. The one that I use for tutorials is this one here. And so here's the camera, and see, I can move it however I need to. And so it's clamped. It's a clamp. It's clamped. Let me move the book here onto the craft table like this. And I don't want to blind y'all, so I'm just going to show you. So here's a light that helps illuminate the project so that y'all can see the stitches better. And so then here's the camera. And then I'm working around this. And when you have that big old blanket, it's spread out, but, oh, I'm blocking my face, sorry. It's hard when you've got a big project to work around that contraption and video it, where everything is on camera. That's why sometimes I go a little off. It's because I'm trying to work around that, maneuver the project, and still have it where you can see the stitches. And so, yeah, but anyway. But so far, out of all the devices I have, and then I have tripods that actually stand on a stand that would be off the table, then that's what I used to use in my beginning videos. I had this big tripod that was standing off the floor and was, you know, leaning over the table. And so then I was trying to work around that. And then Todd happened to found those for me. And that has helped a lot more. But when you have this big bulky blanket and you're still trying to work around this camera and this light, it's crazy. And it's funny because when I first started, I had the tripod and the camera on it, working around it. And he gave me this big light. I don't want to blind you. I hope I don't blind you, because you can see how that light shines off of that stuff. But I don't want to blind you. I have this big light right here, and it works off of, not solar, I forget what he told me, but it's bright. It's dim right now. What I just showed you is the dim version. And I dim it so that hopefully you can see the lights flashing back there on the Christmas lights, but you really can't. It's still very bright. And then so you can see my subscribe and joyful sign. And so because it's so bright, I used to have an umbrella opened to cover over me so that it helped not put such a glare on things. But anyway, that's part of the reason I moved away from the wall, so I wasn't sitting directly under that light when I was doing my tutorials. And now over here, it's kind of behind me. I don't have to use the umbrella, but nonetheless, you got that big old blanket trying to do it, you know, behind that camera. It was crazy. It's crazy. So I'm excited about some smaller projects. All right. Jen says, nice. Roseanne says, nice, different. All right. And I may even change my mind about those bright colors for my granny square. I may go with more soft pastel colors. It just depends. So, and actually, because I did play around, you know, when I did that, that Snuggly Wuggly blanket, I still had tons of skeins left of that gray, yellow, peach, and mint green. So I could do it in that, and it would be a pastel color. I'm looking at that blanket. Let me see if I can get that blanket real quick. I'm learning how to maneuver this wheelchair better. That's sad to me. So I still have plenty of this color yarn left that I could do my granny square one in these colors. So I may even do that. I think I may do that and save that yarn for what I originally bought it for. So, because I have plenty of this left over. So, we'll see. I got at least a half a week to figure it out. A half a week to a week. But anyway. All right. Anybody have any questions or anything else they want to share? You guys did a great job tonight. All right. Well, if no one has anything else to share, Roseanne says, that's nice too. Thank you. I don't think I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, I think the glare. Yeah, I don't think you'll be able to see it. Right there is that mint green. But I have to get Todd to help me because I can't get it off the wall by myself just yet. Getting there, but not yet. So I'll definitely have all that out next week and show you that mint green. I'm excited about that. That's going to be pretty. I'm excited about that one. All right. Mare says, how are your owl eyes coming? So I apologize on Cup2Hook conversation because I did not get a chance to work on that, but I made a promise that I would have it done by next Friday to share. And so that means I have to have it done because I don't like making promises I can't keep. But Jen, I was kind of waiting on Veronica to send me those straight pins so that I could use that to pin them down. But since I hadn't gotten them from her yet, Jen won something off Veronica's channel, and she was sweet enough to gift it to me. And so I got Todd last night, as a matter of fact, to go into the armoire. And because I can't, there's just stuff I still can't do, but I couldn't move the chair and the stool. So I had to get him to move them so I could get into the armoire. And I got my my hedgehog straight pins from Crochet Society out. So I am hoping to actually work on the owl blanket tomorrow afternoon. And when I get it finished, I will be posting pictures of it on Facebook and Instagram. In fact, that is also one of my goals next week, is to start putting a lot of finished projects on Facebook and Instagram, especially my Instagram account. I've decided to let my Twitter account go. The only thing I ever did with that was Women of Joy and the channel. And I'm just going to focus on Facebook and Instagram. So anyway, so they're not coming yet, but they will be. So, yep. You guys, I've got to get that word "so" out of my vocabulary. When I'm editing videos and I'm sitting there listening to it play through, I hear so, okay. I hear so many so's and okays, and I try to cut out as many as I can. But when I was in college, I don't know why, but I used to say right all the time. Right? And eventually I had a friend who broke me of it. And so I have got to get so and okay out of my vocabulary. I say that all the time. So, okay, so. Mare says, mine is or okay. Jen says, I don't have Instagram or Facebook, so I won't see them. Oh, yes, you will, because I also will, do them on YouTube. I just was meaning in addition to YouTube, I will be putting them on Facebook and Instagram. But, oh, yeah, you'll see them. So I'll do an individual video and I will show them on Cup2Hook conversation. So, all right, ladies. Well, I have a big day tomorrow. I am so excited. I get to go see my mother-in-law and spend some time with her and get my hair done. And so I am very, very excited, but I do need to get my rest and really need to get my leg propped up and some ice on it. So if no one has anything else they want to share, then we are going to say good night. And I will do my very, very best to get some of the Call the Midwife project started next week. The biggest thing will be how long it takes me to finish up the Longmire, because I definitely want to have it done before I start any more new projects. So, but anyway, did you guys get to see? I don't know if y'all were on Cup2Hook or not. Did you get to see the little dishcloths that are coming out Sunday? I'm more excited about these than any of the other scrubby dishcloths that I have done on Yarn Joy Adventures. But this is one of them. I had a yellow scrubby, and Todd, I was going to use either orange or purple. And Todd says, oh, please make it in white and let it be mine, because he wanted it to look like an egg yolk. So, and this is another one. And then I'm not showing the one that I did the tutorial on. That's a surprise. It's variegated yarn. So you'll have to check out the video if you want to see that one. But I thought these came out so cute. Oh, wow, there's a lot of comments. Let me back up here. Oh, thank you, Roseanne. She says, have a blessed day tomorrow. Mare says, enjoy your time. I will. Jen says, I hope you rest well tonight and have a great weekend. Thank you. Mare says, cute. Roseanne says, cute. Jen says, that's cute. Mare says, laugh out loud. Roseanne says, very cute egg yolk, laugh out loud. And Jen says, it does. So. All right, you guys, I love you so much. I could just sit here and spend all night with y'all. I don't have anything else to share. Mare says, I am still cruising along on my mosaic blankets. Oh, sweet, sweet. Well, anybody has some free time, you can always give me a call. And I can catch you up on the other stuff. But a couple of you I've already talked with. Roseanne, you kind of know what's going on. And Jen, you know a little bit. Kelly, you know. Mary, I hadn't had a chance to talk with you. But, yep, we'll have to do some catching up. So, all right. Well, I love you guys. I thank you for being here. I've had another fun night. Love the bonus questions. I love, the challenge. So I love you. Hugs. Have a great weekend. And be ready, because next week God's going to talk to us about resting. So that'll be interesting. Mare says, take care, everyone, and good night to all. Yes, good night. All right. Roseanne says, good night, girls. Hugs and prayers. And we will see each other again soon. I love you guys so much. Take care. Stay safe. You know it. Be joyful. Stay crafty in your own way. Make your own joyful creations. I love you. Bye.